Hello everyone, and now welcome to, a game between Life and Focus taking place here now on Twisted Meadows. Here we have Focus spawning as the red orc at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, over here on the top left at what I'll call the 11 o'clock position, we do have Life spawning as the blue night elf. Red versus blue in this 1v1 matchup. Things getting underway as I am expecting to see a Blade Master going up against the Demon Hunter. Now, openings look as though they're going to have an Ancient of War trying to proxy creep out this one mercenary camp, have that Ancient of War tank a lot of that damage, and then have a lot of units relatively weak by the time the units get over there. Now, it looks as though the Wisp is purposely being pulled back here. Not quite sure what that's going to do. It's going to perhaps allow the Archer to shoot a little bit of damage and then pull the Rock Golem there to tank the majority of that damage right here, right now. It looks as though the Ancient of War is going to go ahead and engage right there. That Rock Golem just wandering back and forth, getting in one shot there as the Blade Master is finally out for Focus. What is the long-term strategy here? Well, long-term strategy is not really that clear-cut. Both sides just trying to make sure that they do not fall behind in the early stages of the game. Now, Focus has not yet sold his Scroll of Town Portal. He's actually venturing straight forth across the map in order to try and shut down this Rock Golem here. Rock Golem down to 69 hit points, down to 70. Is it going to get finished off? Oh my gosh! Wow, a beautiful steal by Focus. A boulder to the head causing problems as we now see a detonation coming across. Blade Master is going to get a mana burn, or get mana burned right there as the Archer may end up falling as well. Blade Master stole the Scroll of the Beast, has taken down an Archer, and is now just going to run amok inside the base here. It is going to take a bit of attention and focus away from Life, as Focus is just playing a very, very distracting game right now. Alright, unable to get there in the back. You can see the Blade Master still wandering around here. Does have that Scroll of the Beast. It is worth 200 gold. Could go off and sell it for some extra gold early on in the game, and that actually might not be a bad idea, as he wouldn't then be forced to sell his Scroll of Town Portal and then purchase another Scroll of Town Portal later when the Shadow Hunter comes out. That seems to be something that I see a lot of Orc players do, try to get that early bit of gold, as we now have, well, a Grunt attempting to go after another Wisp there. However, well, Life knows all of the places the Wisp can hide without getting damaged from melee units. Alright, trying to play whack-a-mole on a entangled gold mine, very difficult. You'll just see one Wisp jump in and out. 3 very, very low hit point Wisp right there, but a low hit point Blade Master means the Blade Master will be forced to retreat. Back across here, is the Grunt going to be able to get the final shot? That is the big question. No, it is not. The Grunt tried to get the steal right there, unable to do so. Blade Master now attempting to get away, gets mana burned once more for all of his efforts, as we are already 80% of the way, or 85% of the way to Stronghold, and we are already setting up for that tier 2 positioning. Now, are we going to be looking at a Bestiary and a Spirit Lodge? I do believe so. Meanwhile, looking at Life's opening, it looks like he is going to be trying to go for those Ancients of Wind. He doesn't have the Hunter's Hall as of yet. He does not have, well, the Ancient of War. Where is it, actually? Did he lose that Ancient of War trying to creep? Or no, the Ancient of War slowly just eating through these trees here, as I believe the Demon Hunter is now level 2. Back down across here, the Blade Master going to go ahead, hire up some mercenaries after all of these creeps were pulled away. Nicely done. Now going to go ahead and try and engage them. You can see the Blade Master did end up selling that Scroll of Town Portal. A little bit interesting, as the Rock Golem is taking a fair bit of damage, but so is this low hit point Grunt. Trying to spread out all of that damage, as the Blade Master does get to level 2, does have a Wand of Mana Stealing. That is not a very good item in this matchup, as the Blade Master, well, is often low on mana because of the, well, mana burns of that Demon Hunter. Final Ogre Warrior will get taken down here. Blade Master will be shy of level 3, but he does have a nicely healing and recovering army, as the Tauren Chieftain joins up on the fight. Now, Endurance Aura is the first item up for grabs, trying to be able to attack a little bit faster and move a little bit faster as well. Meanwhile, that Shockwave will be a great follow-up once these Ancients of Wind, or at least the one Ancient of Wind, starts cranking out all of those Druids of the Talon. Blade Master is shadow melded right there, getting in some easy damage. There's a mana burn, Dust of Appearance, Wind Walk there, trying to take down the Forest Troll Berserker, and this could potentially be a bad spot to be in, as we do see an Archer getting taken down. Blade Master getting in a surround onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is right there, and how is this a surround? I did not know this was even possible, as the Grunt repositions. Demon Hunter now gets up to level 3. A lot of focus damage, as the Demon Hunter could end up getting taken down. Forest Troll Berserker trying to get away. Blade Master is ending up taking a lot more damage than he would like. Quill Beast quickly shift to the Blade Master, removing his heal, as the Tauren Chieftain took a little bit of damage, but not very much. Blade Master looking to perhaps heal back up. Tauren Chieftain gonna go ahead and engage, try to finish off these Null Warden units. Tauren Chieftain doing the job of the tank, absorbing a lot of damage, while the Blade Master is currently unaffected by that Null Overseer. Should be able to heal back up, maybe even get into 500 hit points after he levels up to level 3. Tauren Chieftain still sitting at level 1 at this point, wants desperately to get to level 2, as he doesn't want that mana burn or his mana to be a liability. You saw the selling of the Wand of Mana Stealing right there, as the, well, Sobi Mask will now be picked up. Sobi Mask, Double Circuit of Nobility, Sobi Mask, Scroll of Healing, and Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. You saw Focus completely a clean house in terms of inventory, not wanting anything that he has picked up from either of his creeping, only to pick up Double Circlets of Nobility. Sobi Mask now transferred to the Tauren Chieftain, as we are not going into Fortress, so we will not be looking at a Shadow Hunter third. Sometimes Orc players will go for tier 3, mainly more against, I believe, Undead, as you do need the ability, those tier 3 upgrades, in order to deal with Undead at times. Destroyer is very, very problematic. Anyways, let's go ahead and branch out now. Blade Master heading off to the north, gonna go ahead and attempt to take down the Ogre Warriors and Forest Troll Trappers. Demon Hunter gonna come across, getting a big mana burn onto the Spirit Walker, who is now completely out of mana and going to be in trouble. No Scroll of Town Portal does mean that this fight could be a bit of an uphill battle, as we should be looking at a Scroll of Town Healing being used here momentarily. Grunt has taken a lot of damage, as Speed Scroll now gonna go ahead and get us around. No, just a chase pass, as the Blade Master trying to go after some more units here. What is happening? Staff of Teleportation, Demon Hunter trying to get away. There's an ensnare down, and a very smart call by Focus, realizing that the Blade Master had no chance of taking out the Demon Hunter. Tome of Agility being left behind for some strange reason. Blade Master now finishing off the remainder of this Ogre Magi creep camp. Tauren Chieftain is already at level 2. Sobi Mask is, well, regenerating a good portion of mana already, as that Tauren Chieftain and those shockwaves will become critical in the upcoming fights. However, the Red Army, Focus's army, has suffered too much damage, and he will have to let off the gas just a little bit, slow things down, try and regroup and recover. Nope, I take it back. The Spirit Walker is bringing healing salves with the backpack upgrade, and with that, it is going to allow the Raiders to go ahead and engage this red creep camp here while healing as well. All right, there you can see a little bit of healing coming across the board. Spirit Link should be cast across multiple units, as well as it looks like he'd rather go for the engagement. You can also take a look. Druids of the Talon do have that mastery training. It is going to become a very important fight, as the Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2, almost level 3, would really like level 2 Shockwave. Is he going to get the Shockwave down? That's a big question right there. Trying to get into position, and now going after the Beastmaster once again. Shockwave has taken it down. Tauren Chieftain now out of mana, as the Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 3. All right, Spirit Walker's trying to finish off the remaining units. Tauren Chieftain absorbing all of that Druid of the Talon damage, as the Druids of the Talon don't deal that much damage. They just more mitigate damage currently, as the Grunts are the main damage dealer and the main damage absorbers. All right, Goblin Tinker going after some more units here. Raiders are still up in the air. Tauren Chieftain may try and go after some of these units once again, as the Raiders are getting in some good ensnares. Pocket Factory once again being placed down. That does cause problems, as even if you deal with the Clockwork Goblins, they do explode on death. Raiders trying to go after low hit point Druids of the Talon, one at a time, as the Spirit Walker now comes out to engage, perhaps trying to take down some of the Druids of the Talon. Tauren Chieftain sitting at 90 mana. Sobi Mask doing a great job, as the Demon Hunter perhaps doesn't realize that the Tauren Chieftain can get a Shockwave off relatively soon. The timing on it is just slightly different. Staff of Preservation saving, as we now see a Goblin Tinker going to be in trouble. All right, Tauren Chieftain could get the Shockwave off. Is it going to get a Shockwave off on these units? No, going straight after the Goblin Tinker, and it could, well, see a mana burn there. The Goblin Tinker down to 115. There's the Shockwave down to 27. But a level 2 now on the Beastmaster instead. Goblin Tinker down to 34 hit points, and he's dancing a very strange line as he runs back into the Tauren Chieftain and Blade Master. All right, both sides exchanging, exchanging experience on heroes, as the Blade Master could be in a little bit of trouble trying to get away, down to, well, 650 hit points, not really in danger, as he now tries to pull back. Moonstone being used, it will allow for natural regenerate or double regeneration for the Night Elf army. Also refilling these Moonwells here, where when they are pretty much already bone dry, only one Moonwell sitting at 227 mana. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to get back up to full. Meanwhile, the Blade Master just going to spend gold and heal back the remainder of this army here. 6 charges of healing salve used in an instant, as the Tauren Chieftain uses a Clarity Potion as well. All right, Blade Master. Double Circlets of Nobility. The Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Are they going to go ahead and try and take down the Wisp here? Is the Wisp going to get a detonation? Yes, it will. It does not remove the healing ability. I guess it is not technically magic, so dispelling it and detonating on it does not work. All right, Moonstone dropped. Scroll of Town Portal picked up. Yeah, no point in really losing that Moonstone here, as we see the Blade Master will be ready to go. All right. Purposely trying to pull aggro away from these creeps. You're going to see that, wait, the Ogre Magi are currently right here. As we do, are we going to see an ensnare on the Forest Troll Warlord? Yes, we are. Trying to take it down right underneath the nose. Not going to work out well, though, as we see a mana burn go down on the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain gets a good shockwave in across multiple units. Meanwhile, there is a 3-way battle between the creeps and the 2 armies. But we do see Focus in a position where he has to climb uphill and have a little bit of a range disadvantage. All right, Forest Troll Warlord. I do believe that the Demon Hunter got the experience there. The Blade Master? No, Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain perhaps could have gotten it as well. Not quite sure. Forest Troll Berserker going to finish off some of the remaining units. You can see 1 Forest Troll High Priest, all that is left, as the Tauren Chieftain goes to read up on his books and gets a little bit smarter. So far, though, Goblin Tinker with a Staff of Silence, very useful item. Demon Hunter 422, soon to be 432, as the Beastmaster is just shy of level 3. Raiders, however, causing lots of problems, just because even if you reach critical mass on the Druids of the Talon, the Raiders can get ensnares. They have that, they have siege damage, and you can see exactly how fast all of these units are taken down. 1 Druid of the Talon taken down. A 2nd Druid of the Talon taken down, so is the 3rd. Tauren Chieftain now up to level 4 with level 2 Endurance Aura, most likely. Everything now attacking slightly faster and moving that much faster as well, catching life out of position, and Focus is just cleaning up the rest of this fight right now. Demon Hunter looks as though it will get taken down, constantly ensnared. Beastmaster, Goblin Tinker still here. There are some Druids of the Talon off to the side. Demon Hunter has a couple seconds left of invulnerability. Beastmaster gets up to level 3. But are we going to see these units all taken down eventually? Blade Master can just finish off. There it goes. There goes the Demon Hunter. Goblin Tinker looks like it will be next. No, it will not, as that is already the game. Focus taking this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.